Just 10 cities are home to nearly a quarter of the world's billionaires. Here's where they choose to live. There are a record 2,781 billionaires spread around the globe this year, in places as far-flung as the Isle of Man and Manantiales, a small fishing village and resort in Uruguay. Yet they mainly reside in just a handful of elite cities. In fact, nearly a quarter of billionaires, worth a combined $3 trillion, live in one of 10 cities in only 6 countries, according to Forbes' latest World's Billionaires list. New York City once again is home to the most billionaires in the world. It's the primary residence of an estimated 110 billionaires who are worth a collective $694 billion. The Big Apple has long dominated the ranks, coming in at number 1 for all but one of the past 11 years. Beijing briefly took the top spot in 2021. Billionaire New Yorkers include some 62 Wall Streeters and other finance and investment tycoons, 14 real estate moguls, and a dozen fashion and retail magnates. Hong Kong and Moscow tie for second place with 74 billionaires each. That's a net gain of 2 for Hong Kong, which is an autonomous territory of China, and an impressive net jump of 12 for Moscow, which climbs from number 6 last year to number 2, as Russian wealth rebounds after the fallout from the country's invasion of Ukraine in early 2022 pushed scores of Muscovites from the billionaires list. Mumbai also made a big jump, from 7th to 4th after adding 13 more billionaires since last year. One city that lost its spot in the top 10 is Shenzhen. The Chinese city, which last year held the 8th spot, suffered a net loss of 17 billionaires and now ranks number 12. 2 other popular billionaire cities in the struggling nation, Beijing and Shanghai, both made the top 10 but slid down the list this year. Both San Francisco and Los Angeles are up this year, in part because Forbes included cities and towns in their county, such as Santa Monica and Glendora. Forbes was not able to determine primary residences for 59 of the 2,781 billionaires on the 2024 ranking. Here are the 10 cities with the most billionaires. 1. New York City. Total billionaires, 110. Since last year, plus 9. Total net worth, $694 billion. Richest resident, Michael Bloomberg, $106 billion. With 110 billionaires, 9 more than last year, New York City retains its status as the billionaire capital. The city's 2 richest residents make up a quarter of its billionaire wealth. Media magnate and former mayor Michael Bloomberg, estimated net worth $106 billion, and Coke Industries heir Julia Koch, $64.3 billion. New York is also the home of 8 new billionaires, including Jean Madar, $1.1 billion, co-founder of French fragrance company Interparfums, and Asaf Rappaport, $1 billion, co-founder of Israeli cloud security startup Wiz. 2. Thai, Moscow. Total billionaires, 74. Since last year, plus 12. Total net worth, $378 billion. Richest resident, Vaget Alekperov, $28.6 billion. While Russia's war in Ukraine is waging on, the ultra-wealthy in Moscow just got a combined $50 billion richer, catapulting the country's capital from number 6 to a tie for number 2 on the list. The city also gained 12 newcomers who cracked 10 digits this year, some of whom after profiting, either directly or indirectly, from the ongoing war. This includes Vladimir Melnikov, $1.7 billion, whose fast fashion retailer Gloria Jeans saw sales go up 28% to $875 million in the past 2 years, thanks partly to foreign rivals H&M and Zara shuttering nearly 650 stores combined. 2. Thai, Hong Kong. Total billionaires, 74. Since last year, plus 4. Total net worth, $326 billion. Richest resident, Li Ka-shing, $37.3 billion. Hong Kong came in second again this year, this time tying with Moscow, after a modest net increase to 74 billionaires. Among its billionaire residents are 8 newcomers, including Jean-Louis van der Velde, $3.9 billion, co-founder and CEO of crypto businesses Tether and Bitfinex, and Selena Chow, $3.1 billion, whose venture capital fund, Horizons Ventures, was among the earliest investors in tech companies like Facebook, Spotify, Zoom. 4. Mumbai. Total billionaires, 69. Since last year, plus 13. Total net worth, $379 billion. Richest resident, Mukesh Ambani, $116 billion. Surging 3 spots to number 4, Mumbai's richest citizens not only gained a combined $100 billion, they also welcomed 11 freshly minted billionaires to their ranks. The city is home to Asia's richest person, Mukesh Ambani, $116 billion, as well as Shapur Mistry, $9.9 billion, an Irish citizen who controls the Mumbai-based engineering and construction giant Shapurji Pallonji Group. 5. Beijing. Total billionaires, 63. Since last year, flat. Total net worth, $211 billion. Richest resident, Jiang Yiming, $43.4 billion. China's capital lost 32 billionaires since its brief stint at the top of the list in 2021, when 100 Forbes listers called the city home. Its 63 residents count is flat versus last year, though their combined net worth dropped by 14% amid China's economic struggles. Despite all this, 2 newcomers emerged in Beijing this year. Dai Wenyuan, $1.6 billion, founder and CEO of AI software company, 4 Paradigm, and Zheng Fan, $1.5 billion, independent director at Li Auto, an electric vehicle manufacturer headquartered in Beijing. 6. London. Total billionaires, 62. Since last year, -1. Total net worth, $326 billion. Richest resident, Len Blavatnik, $32.1 billion. Climbing down the ladder by 1 spot each year, London has dropped from number 4 on the list in 2022 to its current position at number 6. The Big Smoke did not add any newcomers this year and lost one of its most iconic residents, Mohammed Al Fayed, best known for being the one-time owner of London department store Harrods and the father of Dodi Fayed, who died in a car crash alongside Princess Diana in 1997. The elder Al Fayed passed away in August at age 94. 7. Shanghai. Total billionaires, 54. Since last year, -11. Total net worth, $167 billion. Richest resident, Colin Huang, $38.9 billion. Shanghai lost the most billionaires among the top 10 this year, dropping from 65 to 54. Over half of those who remain on the list are worth less than in 2023, mirroring declines in other Chinese cities such as Beijing. Still, Shanghai welcomed 8 new members to the 10-figure club, most of whom made their fortune in the tech industry and watched the city's richest resident, Colin Huang, $38.9 billion, the founder of e-commerce giant PPD Holdings, get $8.7 billion richer. 8. Los Angeles. Total billionaires, 53. Since last year, +19. Total net worth, $222 billion. Richest resident, John Tu, $13.6 billion. The boom in celebrity billionaires is boosting LA, which jumps into the top 10 amid Forbes' new methodology for including surrounding areas. Billionaire Angelenos include NBA great LeBron James, $1.2 billion, reality star and shapewear mogul Kim Kardashian, $1.7 billion, and singer Rihanna, $1.4 billion. 9. Singapore. I know, Singapore is a country, but Forbes seems to have them down as a city, so we work with it. Total billionaires, 52. Since last year, +6. Total net worth, $156 billion. Richest resident, Eduardo Savarin, $28 billion. Singapore continues its ascent as one of the most popular cities for the ultra-wealthy. Since the city-state made it on the list at number 9 last year, it gained a net of 6 billionaires, bumping it to number 8. Singapore is home to Eduardo Savarin, $28 billion, who is a co-founder of Facebook, and 2 trios of brothers, Bakhtiar Karim, $1.4 billion, Burhan Karim, $1.2 billion, and Bahari Karim, $1.2 billion, who together run palm oil firm Musim Mas and Wei Yi Chang, $1.6 billion, Wei Yi Chao, $1.3 billion, and Wei E. Lim, $1.3 billion, grandsons of the co-founder of the 500-branch United Overseas Bank. 10. San Francisco. Total billionaires, 50. Since last year, plus 13. Total net worth, $185 billion. Richest resident, Dustin Moskovitz, $18.3 billion. Scores of billionaires have sprung up from Silicon Valley's roots, including San Francisco's richest resident, Facebook, and Asana co-founder, Dustin Moskovitz, $18.3 billion, and 6 newcomers, including Ivan Zhao, $1.5 billion, co-founder and CEO of the productivity and work app software Notion, Michelle Zatlyn, $1.2 billion, co-founder, president, and COO of internet infrastructure and security company Cloudflare, and OpenAI chief and tech investor Sam Altman, $1 billion.